This is one of the cheapest guitar kits on the internet. It's from Thomann or Thomann, whatever you want to call them. It's a Harley Benton Telecaster shape kit and it cost me £75. There is a slightly cheaper one, and that's the Stratocaster shape, which is I think £66. But we went for the Tele kit. Now you may find some cheaper kits on the likes of AliExpress, Temu, or whatever, but they usually have tax to go on top and shipping, which brings it to a little bit more expensive than this one. This was the cheapest Telecaster shape kit I could find anywhere on the internet at the time I bought it. I bought this ages ago, so my box is a little bit battered as it's been lying in my garage, and I paid full price for this. This is not a sponsored video, of course. So if it's rubbish, I will tell you. Quite a comprehensive manual. All the parts we should get. So. Here is the body. Now I quite liked this body for a couple of reasons. The main reason I like this body was it is actually sealed or pore filled. I feel a little bit of rough edge on the corner here, just to say that, but what they've done is they've kind of sealed off the grain. Now what that means is you can't really dye this. It's for spraying, but if I spray paint this, we're not going to see the grain through, or we shouldn't see the grain through the spray paint. So it is basically, bar maybe a little bit of sanding, it's basically ready to receive a coat of paint. But also, it's not raw wood, so you could just build it up as it is. And that's what we're going to do first, and then I'll take it apart and I'll paint it afterwards. We've got 56.6mm neck pocket and a 42.3 or thereabouts thickness body. So again, we've got the neck here. This time the neck is finished and it's quite a nice sort of satin finish to it. It feels lovely and smooth. The only thing is it's a cut your own shape headstock, which means when you do cut it, the edge that you've cut will be raw and need finished as well, so you want to try to match that in to the rest of it. There's absolutely no sharp edges there at all, and the fretboard's been actually rolled over, so it's kind of tapered in. Feels really nice. Now, as I said, this kit has been sitting for quite a while in my garage. The frets are kind of like a brassy color. I think that's just because they're tarnished a little bit, or maybe they're coated with something, but yeah, they'll need polished up. But that may be because it took me so long to open this kit. Don't judge them on that note. The nut looks half decent as far as I can tell. It is plastic, but as far as looking at it with the naked eye goes, the cut looks alright. I'm not sure if there'll be much adjustment in that. As I said, we're going to put this together as it is and judge how it goes together straight out of the box. Let's check the hardware. So we have our pick guard with our neck pickup, and all the wiring in this kit is plug and play, so there's no soldering required, or there shouldn't be, which means it's ideal for beginners. You can just throw this together in no time. Truss rod adjustment, Allen key, a little cable there. They're usually junk, but you know. Again, there is there are the controls. 3-way switch, volume and tone. And then of course, like I said, the connectors for the pickups. And that unsoldered connection, that's going to be our bridge ground as well. Set of strings. Here we have our bridge plate, saddles and pickup, again with the push connector. We have a neck plate, some strap buttons, neck screws and various screws. There's a string tree or two in there, the jack plate and our neck plate screws, and then some fairly cheap looking tuners. Let me tidy this up, I'll get it all together and then we will just throw it together really quick, exactly as it is. And well, here you have it all. Body, neck, pick guard with a pickup, bridge with a pickup, control plate, and again you can probably put this, if it'll let you, with a switch position. Either way, depending on what you like, depends what you prefer. I'll probably put it in this way around, if the route allows us. The neck, the tuners, pretty basic. Let's get it together. Now, if you saw my recent video with my DIY Explorer kit, I wanted to put that together straight out of the box, as if it was a beginner, no measuring, no adjustments, nothing, and the neck alignment wasn't quite right. I've received a lot of really good tips on that, on how to fix it, maybe relocating the bridge, or maybe just be a new nut with a nut file. We'll get to that in another video, don't worry if you're waiting for that second part. But what I wanted to do was put together a kit straight out of the box for complete beginners. I think the Harley Benton kits will be the one for that job. So what we're going to do is review the kit, throw it together exactly as it is out of the kit, see how it is, and then I am going to take it all apart and maybe show you on little simple ways you can make it better or style it more to suit you. But let's put it together first and see how that looks and see how that compares to the likes of that Explorer kit I got. Now it is a bolt-on neck, which will be a lot easier if we need to adjust things, but I'm going to just throw it together exactly as it is, no measuring, no adjustment, and see how it goes. First thing I'll do is put the neck on. So I'm not sure if that's what the instructions say or not, but hey, you do get this little black plastic plate with the neck. It's not necessary, we'll not use that. Mine does have, actually for some reason didn't notice that when I was looking at the body first time, a second hole here, like a bit of a defect. That's not ideal because this entire corner could actually chip off quite easy, just looking at that. Anyway, the neck plate won't even hide that. Well, that's a bit annoying, but anyway. What do you expect? It's 70 quid, 75 quid. If you're using an electric screwdriver or anything, just be very careful. I recommend use a screwdriver. I'm just being lazy. And just check and make sure you've no gaps and that it's seated quite nicely. So the end of the neck doesn't actually touch this part here. I've just noticed there's a gap at the bottom there. Shouldn't be a problem. It's full contact on the side here, this side, and obviously on the bottom, and we've screwed it in reasonably tight. But I usually like my necks to fit touching the body at the back as well as another point of contact. It's just me being fussy. Alright, so the neck is on. Let's do the control plate ground wire. and then we'll put the bridge on. You could really throw this together in 5 minutes if you weren't videoing yourself and talking to the camera like some kind of weirdo. Ooh. Oh, so the bridge ground comes through to the bridge pickup cavity first, and then from that up to the bridge. Feed the pickup wire through. Quite a lot of excess wire here, so got a little bit to tuck in. Now I usually like to put some copper tape over my bridge ground wire just to give a bit of extra contact and also help keep it in place, but we're just building this out of the box, so maybe do that later. Again, I recommend you use a screwdriver, not a electric one. I'm not going to go the whole way in because we can align it better afterwards if I leave a bit of wiggle room for the bridge. Now if they've drilled the holes right, it should kind of align itself. Now you could either at this point take this out, this middle one, because it's in the way of the screw hole, or just bend it sideways like that there to get this middle screw in. I'm being lazy, so I'm just going to bend it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten the middle one up because it's countersunk, so it should kind of position it, and then I'm going to eyeball it straight. You see I've got this adjustment. Okay, I think there's a bit straight, and I'm going to just nip these up ever so slightly. Hopefully it all falls into place. I'm not going to go too tight. To my eye that looks right, and that's where we will keep it for now. Neck pickup time. It's rare you hear me say that on this channel. Of course we will probably remove it later. I'll just quickly throw the screws in for the pickguard. So the pickguard doesn't line up great with the bridge. See, it's touching at the top here and then there's a gap there. That kind of thing annoys me, but I mean, you get what you pay for, don't you? I think we can just push the jack straight through. Alright. Come here, I'll show you. There's a bit of wood I'm going to have to just break off. So, just here, there's a little piece in this route just inside here that I'm going to have to just snap off because I can't get the jack through with that there. It's down there, we'll never see it, that's it there. Push the jack through now. Okay, and which is which? At least if I get this wrong, all I have to do is take it off and reconnect it. Push that in, and then probably this one to be the bridge. Probably. Let's test it real quick. Oh, that's loud. The delay on that. Anyway. Okay, so I did get it wrong way around. It's as easy as unplug one, unplug the other one, plug it back in, Click. Now we just need to tuck it all in somehow. Quite a lot of wiring there. Squeezy, squeeze, squeeze. Hold that there. Could do with the pick guard being up a bit. That would give me a bit of a gap here, alleviate that problem, and also moves this slightly because it feels to me like it's angled slightly this way in respect to the bridge. Doesn't look straight to me, but let's throw it together. Those are things we can sort out later on. Jack socket onto the jack plate. Well, we nearly have a guitar, and really all we've used is a screwdriver. You can see that gap I was talking about just here. I don't like that. I would like that to be more even. And then, I don't know if it comes up on camera, but it feels like it's wider here than it is here. You know, this isn't exactly straight. If I put this bottom end any further this way, you're going to see the gap underneath where the route is. So really, this pick guard needs to come up, but it's perfectly aligned with all those screws, so I can't really do that without going in at an angle. Doesn't matter anyway. For now, let's just throw it together. Strap buttons to do, top and bottom, tuners, string trees, strings, and we're done. You don't need to wring its neck, just give it a little tighten by hand is fine. So this is a top mounted design with no string through the body. I see this bridge plate does actually have holes. If you wanted to do string through, you could drill through it, add ferrules on the back. It's been 2 days since the last recording. My camera ran out of memory and it was getting late. By the time I cleared it all, it was dark in here, so it's gonna be dark here in a minute again. But I've not done anything to this apart from adjust the saddles with an Allen key. Other than that, it's exactly as we left it. So here it is. This is what you get for 70 odd pounds if you just build it straight out of the box. Obviously uncut headstock, unfinished body, but it is sealed and the entire neck is finished. The frets could do with a clean. I haven't done that. That's a real simple step. And the fretboard certainly could do with an oil. Again, really simple step that we haven't yet done, but we will get to that. As for the sound, all I can do is give you a quick run through, plug straight into my amp, camera, microphone, and we'll give you a quick, hopefully a quick run through of how it sounds. I'll play something, whether I play it right or not is another thing, but who cares. I have had a chance to play it in the last 5 minutes. So what I will tell you is, overall it's not bad. It doesn't sound all that great, to be honest. It's a wee bit, I don't know, flat, I would say the word is. It's a wee bit flat, a wee bit dull, I don't know. I don't want to get too pompous either. But anyway, was it worth the money? Yeah, 100%. If you are a beginner, if you want to put a guitar together, you've never done one before, I would buy one of these. I'm not sponsored to say that, I'm not making any money by saying that, that is simply my personal opinion. I think what I would like to do with this guitar is do it in 3 stages. So this is stage 1, and this is the straight out of the box stage. Stage 2 is going to be fairly simple mods, but things that I think will make a big improvement if you buy one of these. And then stage 3 will go wild. Who knows what we'll do. Give me some suggestions. I know the top suggestion is going to be put an Evertune in it, but give me your suggestions and we'll see what we're going to do. Maybe we'll throw a Floyd Rose into it instead, who knows. But yeah, stage 1, here we are. Stage 2 will be the next video, so we will paint it. I'll probably use some of the paints I've got here already. I have a lovely metallic gold that I've been wanting to do, so let me show you. Maybe this metallic gold, maybe a Fiesta red, who knows. There's also a pretty cool copper color there as well. But what we'll do is we'll paint it, and we'll do a real DIY spray paint where I just do it in my garden, and I'll show you the kind of finish that you can probably expect if you do it yourself. And then in the 3rd stage, which will be the video after that, we'll go nuts. Maybe we'll run the body through my planer and we'll put a flame top on it and we'll dye it, something like that. Maybe we'll come up with our own shape for that. I quite like the LTD shape for the necks. Maybe we'll do something, a play on that, or an Ibanez. I like the Ibanez, maybe we'll do a play on that. Maybe we'll just do something random, who knows. If you like this video, let me know. Like, subscribe, all that nonsense, and we will see you in the next one. This guitar's been out here 2 weeks. It hasn't really lost tune. Might be more than 2 weeks. My perception of time is shite at the minute. Is it? Or is it? I think that's it. Anyway, you know, straight away, first impressions, the wee grub screws on the saddle for the bridge, not good for palm muting, very uncomfortable. Why did it just die? Let's try that again. I'm just not. Is that my amp, or is that this guitar? What's... It's maybe this cable, is it? It just... Something's not right. It's just dying out. That was a bit better, but no. Could be this cable. I'm maybe sitting on it a little bit, and it was a very cheap cable. But anyway, you get the idea. Not too bad. Let me flip it to the neck pickup for you, and we'll do a wee. Middle. Am I even in tune? Sorry. Habit. Bet you never thought you'd hear Metallica and Tracy Chapman in the same sound demo. Here we go. We have one Harley Benton Tele style guitar kit. I think it sounded best with the distortion on it. That was not bad actually, if I'm honest with you. I quite liked it. I don't like the clean. It sounds a bit flat or something. I actually thought it wasn't in tune there, but seems to be in tune. But anyway, this is our Harley Benton kit. Hope you liked it. Don't forget Murphy said subscribe. You don't want to let that dog down, do you?